Good. Morning, Noodles. Just got back from Manhattan. Let's see here. I slept in this morning. I just woke up 10 minutes ago. I don't remember where I was at. Okay. There we go. What's going on? Well, I want to let me do a push. I don't know if there's too much going on for my computer or what, but I want to do a push. Let's see if it's back. See if anything. You can't put it out there. Morning, Robert. Is that the imperfection? Is that the imperfection? Yeah, it is. I'm flush at the bottom. I'm crooked at the top. That's the imperfection. That means morning, Ron. This will never. I hate this part on here. Just a second. I gotta I gotta get in here and just a second. I gotta kick that heart out of here. Yeah, I'm the only live streamer on a lot of these channels that cares enough to get rid of that heart for you. Noodles doesn't care. He lets that annoy everybody. Noodles does not care at all about his viewers. And it's something that Noodles is going to have to use. He's just going to have to get used to that I'm the best. Now, I know there's people that are afraid of him, that are afraid to admit, and they're afraid to say that. They know it is that hard. I'm the best. He's not even second fiddle. He's not even second fiddle. There's many better than that. But there's people that are afraid of that. That's the whole deal there. I don't know why. He's just a little chubby teddy bear. You know, I mean, he's nothing to be afraid of. I don't quite understand that. Well, why would anybody be afraid of a chubby little teddy bear? It just doesn't make no sense. Can any of y'all explain that? I mean, I don't know. Let's see here. Morning, Linda. You don't like my music? Okay, I'll turn the music off. I just turned down so down low, I can't even hear it. Let's see here. There we go. Music is off. The heart is off. It's never passcode. Of course it won't, because it's not gonna. It's not required a permit. It's the same music Grizzly uses to gather the chickens in the chicken coop. More than 10 airballs. Grizzlies come out of the closet. Yeah, this cord that I got going on in here, um, it vibrates. It's shortened, and every time I pick up the phone and touch it, it gives me an alert that the charger's kicking on, and it vibrates. And I can turn the vibrator off, but I like that thing being on. Okay, where am I at? Okay, try this again. What? Come on. I'm gonna have to come out of this way. Where where's my color? No color. I gotta see what's going on. There's what's going on. Okay. I'll make sure on this time before I go anywhere. Okay, now we'll give it a try. And we'll do the push pull here. Now that works. I'll go ahead and get this painted. Yeah, it's a Jack video game. The strangest mundane dream ever, yeah. Okay, now let's pull this over here. I gotta finish completing this beam around the outside of it. Say what? It didn't let it slide. What's going on here? There we go. We'll probably catch on each one of those. No. It's gonna be my new shanty, yeah. It'd be nice if it was my new shanty. Come on. Okay. Okay, we got it there. Yeah, boy, you're cruising for a bruising 10, calling me Howie. Let's see here. Rotate this where? Whoa. Okay, let me take care of this first. Come on. Things aren't perfectly flat on this building, and it's creating a little bit of a hiccup for me. Let's do this here. Let's grab this, close that up. All right, I'll point down here. Yeah, give this a try. Not quite like playing Lincoln Logs. There we go. Except for it's catching on something back here. So let's go back over here and grab it again. It will let you jerk it over things after when it catches. But you gotta kind of like let go and grab it again and bring it back, and then it'll force it through. But it's kind of a pain. There we go. Now it has all three beams, where they get all glued together, interlocking all the posts together is what that does. Now we're ready to start working on the roof system. I'm slow at this, aren't I? Man, I'm slow. Morning, Moose. Hey, Howie. I mean, Grizz. What a jerk. Oh boy, you guys are back and at it again, huh, Robert? Last night. That's one of the things I think I'll clip Thompson. Hey, when you get done there, Renda, will you do mine? Take him to the follow-up. Cool. I hope everything goes good, Renda. Really do. Yes, my building plans for a new shanty. Man, I tell you what I'd really like to do, I want to hike up on my hillside here. Have some trees coming on down. I want to find out which ones they are and what it's going to take to get them off that steep hillside. But the way this hip is, and today's a good day, I should be getting on out there, but the way this hip is, I still got to let it rest some more. I'm not going to be doing anything, it don't look like, for at least a week, maybe another 2 weeks. Trying to get this sucker to get better. Yep, this is my new shanty. So when I was cleaning stuff up, I didn't get this stuff right here. Come on. Oh, that's stuff that I made afterwards. That's right. Okay. So we'll get rid of it. I don't need this stuff now. Okay. I'm about ready to do the rest system. Got to do a little bit of thinking there on what I'm going to be doing with that. It's I know one thing I need the guide going through here. At 10 feet exactly. I probably ought to slow down my mouse. Sometimes I want this mouse to go a lot faster, and other times a lot slower. Now I know there's a way that you can just punch in the number. I used to do that, but I forgot what was involved in it. Oh shoot! It didn't give me my guide. Yeah, I did. Okay, there's my guide. I'm going to have to read that again, what it was, where I just punch the numbers in. Take care, and if you need help in the shower, give me a holler. Kidding. Uh, let's see here. Now, let's see here. What is the width out here? I don't know. I think this is 6 inches. Yep, it's 6 inches. So I'm going to want a 6 inch steep cut. And I'm going to want, let's see here. Let me get this post first of all. Okay, and I'm just going to bring this up 1 inch, or 1 foot for now, because it'll be easier to do the math for later. And I want to put this line back across here. And go to the other side, put that line across there, then we'll erase that line. Or you erase that. We'll get this erased here in a second, the white part. There we go. Now I got to do some math, and I got to figure out which math section I'm going to be using, because this cabin can only, to keep it out of being required to have a building permit, yeah, it can't be over 10 feet tall. The cabin it cannot be over 10 feet tall. However, that is not from ground to peak of the roof. That is from ground, from mid-ground. If it's on a slope, it's from the midpoint of the slope of the ground to the midpoint of the roof. Yeah, so I gotta bring all of that into the equation, but that can't exceed 10 feet. So in other words, if the walls were 8 feet tall, the roof can be another 4 feet taller, which makes the peak 12 feet tall, but the midroof is right there at 10 feet then. Yeah, that's where I'm at on that. Yeah, for one thing, let's see how tall we are. I don't remember exactly what it was right now. What in the world? So we're basically 9 feet 4 inches right now. I might want to rethink this when the time comes and bring it to here. Good morning, Skeeta. You see a termite? Oh no, no, kill that sucker. We don't want that sucker in here. Yeah, I think this is going to be too tall. The walls. Let's see here. Yeah, I should just go with exact log height. I should knock the beam off at the top. I think I'm going to do that and make that top log that I got on here, make that into the beam. Morning, dog. Building a new shanty on the side of the hill, yeah. I'm thinking about starting all over on this plan. But I don't want to. So I think I'll just eliminate the top beam, do a few changes on here, in other words. Do a few changes on here. Can't make a two-story. The maximum height can only be in 10 feet. Or that's to the midway point, so um, the midway point of the roof can't be higher than 10 feet. If it's higher than 10 feet, then I have to take out a permit. The codes here is that you can build a shop or shed, whatever, no permit, up to 400 square feet, 20 by 20. None, if you put electricity or plumbing in it, and you can put plumbing and electrical in it if you so choose to. That part has to have a permit, but you can go up to 400 square foot without a permit. Um, and that's, but it can't be over 10 feet high. Oh. Cannot be over 10 feet high, midway point of the roof. Oh. Mm. Yeah, too bad I didn't, dog. No kidding on that. Yeah, no. No, you ain't asking Kevin. I gotta take a break from the first bill. Oh, dang this hip. Oh, make me really clutchy bumping into everything too. Oh, chilly outside here. Okay. Well, I'll at least be able to work the numbers off of what's off of here. I might change things around. I might even redraw the whole cabin. Matter of fact, I know I plan on it. It sucks getting old, don't it, Tim? Your ankle's giving you a fit. My hip is giving me a fit. I know it's bursitis that's in my hip. I don't know what's causing the bursitis. It's the only difference. Boy, that's going to be a fancy outhouse if it was an outhouse. You've had yours broke twice. Yeah, yours isn't going to be bursitis. Yours is going to be full-blown arthritis or something. I've never broke my hip. What I was reading on it, though, was there's many things that can cause it, but the spinal injuries can cause it in the hips. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what they're, because I've never done any injury to my hips. I do know that. But I ain't gonna try to diagnose what the deal is with my hips. If I need to have a diagnosis, I'll go to the doctor someday. Someday, never. I would never put a two-hole in the corner. That stinks. Indoor plumbing only belongs in an outhouse. There will be no indoor plumbing in this thing. This is a Canadian bathhouse. I should have kept my components. I don't have to recreate them when I build a new cabin on here, but that's okay. Ah. As a kid, we'd say, so we did it on the floor, licked it up, and did some more. Yeah, just a second, guys. Yeah, isn't it? It's real glamorous. The smoking. Man, I wish I'd never started in the first place. Okay. Good question. You don't drive Chevys either. Unfortunately, I do have a Chevy. One. Is there a place I can go to learn how to save money on food, housing, clothing, and bathing? Yeah, there's a school in the Bay Area. If you don't mind being in California. Yeah, this is a family channel. Well, which Saturday of the month though would you have clean clothes in? You'd only have clean clothes on one Saturday out of the month. I think his grandparents or somebody told him he had to get off the internet. They weren't going to tolerate that no more. Oops. Okay. Thank you, hon. No, you're not eating yet, Peter. I'm not feeding you yet, girl. Uh, you need to go potty? Come on. No. Um, no, you don't need my everlasting, endearing attention. No, we haven't gotten any snow. We just got nothing but rain here, Robert. Yeah, lots of it. We've been under flood watch here. Hey guys, just got my internet out of the pawn shop. Yeah, we've been having. I'll tell you what. I haven't really talked about it. We got some really real strange issues going down there out here with our rivers, and it's been going on for some time. Um, the judges, that they ruled that they had to start basically eliminating dams out here on the west, so that the salmon could migrate up the rivers a lot more easier. that it was too hard for these with the fish ladders that were in place to get over the dams. It was too hard for them. So they didn't actually say that they had to take the dams out, but they said they had to dump the water out certain times of the year. So anyway, here about 6-8 months ago, the Corps of Engineers had not worked out a solution. They were still working on it, and they had not, gone along. They hadn't obeyed the court orders yet in a timely manner that they felt like it needed to do. So the judge here gave a direct order that they had to dump the dams, and they had to do it now. So back in June of this year, Green Peter Dam was the one that was they're referring to. They emptied it. They opened up the gates and just dropped the water as fast as they could without flooding anybody out of their homes on the river. They opened it wide open and let it go. That ended up creating a whole bunch of mud, and all summer long, our Foster Reservoir here, right here where I live, across the street from me, the lake there has been, because of all the mud that's been stirred up from opening up the dams all summer long, the lake has been chocolate brown all summer long. All summer long, the river below Foster Dam has been chocolate brown. Thousands of fish have died on out here. We're talking massive amounts of fish have died on out here. They pretty much emancipated the kokanee population of green Peter. When they dropped the water down, it dropped so fast that what they're saying is the fish got the bends because the water level of the table dropped so fast. The fish actually got the bends and all died from it. Just wiped out the fish population just so they could have the salmon be able to get through the dam easier. So to save a few salmon, they killed thousands of fish. Now what they're saying is, but the kokanee aren't native here. No, but there are native trout in that lake, and they killed them too. So never mind the kokanee. What about the native trout that they killed? But that's what we're dealing with here. And the lake that I don't know if they plan on filling the lake up. Usually they leave the lake empty, the Green Peter empty during the summer months, and that's for flood control. And then they fill it up, for the summer months to have water supply, stuff. And then they let it slowly deplete through the summer. Well, I think they plan on keeping Green Peter empty from here on out. The only times it will fill up is for flood control. And then they'll drain it as quick as possible. But it's a nightmare here right now. Now, on the plus side, we're not getting quite as many campers up here anymore. And that part is a good deal. On the negative side, we got more boaters coming to Foster Lake. Green Peter was 3 times larger than Foster Lake. And now all those boaters that were going to Green Peter are having to go to elsewhere. And a number of them are coming right here to Foster Lake. So Foster Lake is packed with boaters. But the fishing, all that chocolate water is tough, as it pretty much ruined the fishing. There's not as many people water skiing and stuff like that in this chocolate water. People don't want to water ski in that shit. So that's what's going on out here. Your snowflake liberals, greenhouse emission guys at work. There's what really is frustrating is the Democrats think that Republicans are anti the planet. We don't want to take care of the planet, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. We want to take care of the planet. The liberals don't have a game plan. They just want to force you to do everything, and they don't care if that makes it worse. They want change at all costs. Republicans are just trying to say, okay, yeah, we can do something like that, but let's think about it. Let's slow down a little bit. Let's do it in a controlled way to where it's not so harmful. And the Democrats say, shut up, get in line, and do as we say. I'm really thinking about switching parties. I have never voted Democrat in my life, but the people that were getting on in for for uh, for voting in the Democrat parties, that's the reason why I went. There was trying to vote out some of these really wacko people that keep on running on in there. I tried to um, thin that stuff down by trying to for the candidates that are running in the Democratic Party. I was just on in there so I could vote for the more conservative ones, but it's not working. I'm thinking about leaving the Democratic Party and joining the Libertarian Party. Yeah, Gulf Beach is far enough away, I believe, from Eugene and Salem and Portland that you'd be okay down there. But then again, even like Redmond and Bend, that's slowly turning too. People from Idaho are welcome in Oregon. People from California are not. Keep out. Get down. Get down. I know you want me to stand up and let you in the house. I'm not going to right yet. Feed is just demanding attention right now. Go run and play. Get down. Stay down. Go run and play. No, don't jump up on me. Yeah, it has. It's not what it used to be. You get all these city folk that the liberal city folk that start romanticizing the thoughts of after they ruin the cities, they start romanticizing the thoughts of living in the country, and they move out and out further and further and start polluting those environments with their thoughts. I mean, take a look at Noodles. He's a perfect example of somebody that's supposed to be a conservative, but he is so polluted, politically speaking, that he thinks he knows has a right, but he's so polluted, mentally speaking, that I mean, definitely don't want a guy like that moving out here to Oregon. Too bad Noodles isn't listening. Yeah, back in the '70s, Bend was nice. Even the '80s, but somewhere along the '80s and '90s, it started really taking off. It started becoming a city back then. Now, Bend wasn't much bigger than Sweet Home back in the '70s and early '80s. It was, yeah, probably more like about like Lebanon. 15, 20,000. But it took off. It expanded. It had all the Californians moving on up, trying to get away from the earthquake zones. They didn't. People weren't wanting the wet climate that we have on this side of the mountains, so they were moving. Californians were moving to the east side, and it was cheap, stuff, and they bought it on up, and here we are. They had to pass a law that you can't vote until you've lived in an area for at least 10 years. At least not on the state level. Can't do any state level voting for 10 years. You can only vote on the federal. You can't vote on any of your local laws. If you can't move vote in a state on state issues until you've lived there for 10 years. No, I never have. You need to clean the wax out of your ears there, dog. No, you're the one that rode with Biden. You voted for Biden twice as vice president. So don't tell me that you haven't voted for Biden because you know you did. Twice, you dummy. I didn't even vote for them in the primaries. And tell me that I'm riding to Biden when he voted for him twice. I didn't even vote for him in the primaries. I'm telling factual fact, I have never voted for him. I don't have any need to deny anything. You admitted your stupidity. You're just trying to make yourself feel better, making false accusations at me on this is what you're trying to do. But it doesn't make you look appear any better, dog. Turncoats, yeah. Now, you know what? The Democrat Party could still be a decent party. You know what is wrong with the Democrats that turned away from the Democratic Party and came to the Republican side? You know what is wrong with them? They had no backbone. They let the snowflakes run them on out of the party. I mean, they ruined the party and then they let the snowflakes run them on out of there. They didn't even stand and fight. They didn't even stand and fight for their party, for their beliefs. They just turncoat and ran to the Republican Party. And you know what's wrong with the Republican Party? Is they let those guys on in. Oh, you know about the backpedaling there, Iron Dog. They are mentally deranged. Seriously, all the people that did vote for all the blue dog Democrats that they used to have that were fairly decent Democrats, they all switched parties and came over to the Republican, and they brought their liberal ideas, what I call liberal ideas, and drug them over here, started ruining the Republican Party. I was trying to do the reverse of it, but it didn't work. I was trying to bring the conservative ideas over to the liberal party to the Democratic Party. Instead, we got Iron Dog's plan did work. He brought the liberal ideas to the Republican Party. So I have to admit defeat there. Iron Dog did defeat me on doing that. Might go live Sunday. You need to go live more often if you can. Have you got the heat out there settled out in your man cave? You voted for Obama twice, and you're telling me you never was a liberal? Come on now. You voted for Obama and Biden both twice. Hey, by the way, there are a lot of Democrats that have made a lot of money and bought their own places. And there's a lot of liberal Democrats that have done all that. You take a look at a Nike, what he's built. He's a liberal Democrat. To say all Democrats, are they don't carry their weight. That's not true. They're just very very much as good as anybody as the Republicans at avoiding taxes. Yeah, I gotta get me another cup of coffee in just a second. Uh, yes, I'll let you in the house while I go in and get my coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Oh. You destroyed the Democratic Party, and now you come over to the Republican Party, and you're trying to destroy them now. That's what he's doing. Dog, it's your fault. It's all your fault, dog. All your fault. I need to get back in there and start doing some more drawing on this thing. It's kind of weird. It works on a completely different principles for me to just cut out the rafters on that. You know, in real life, I know how easy and what it is, but to use that on a program is not quite the same. It's a different process. So it's going to end up, this structure here is actually going to end up being higher, but I'm going to use it for the same principle so I can determine what the actual walls will be on the next drawing. And one thing that I got to try to remember is each one of those logs that I have there, they're going to shrink about 1/8 of an inch each for Doug fir. Doug fir shrinks about 1/4 inch per foot. That means each one of these will shrink 1/8 of an inch. That's going to be 2 inches. So when I stack those logs up to 8 feet, they'll be 96 inches when I'm done. But after a year or two, they're going to only be 94 inches tall. And I gotta keep that in mind on this build of how to compensate for that. And yes, there is ways. Cat died. Yeah, I've been on here an hour and a half just about. I think I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for coming by, y'all. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.